Hi everyone, this is Tingting. First of all, welcome to our session this afternoon, and I hope you all have a good day. This afternoon I would use like 30 minutes to talk about how studying in business school at HKU, especially at our program, the marketing analytics and technology will feel like. So first, I'd like to briefly introduce myself. As I said, I'm Tingting. I did my undergrad studies in accounting at business school at Peking University. And then I did my PhD in marketing at Stern School of Business at New York University. I came back to Hong Kong in 2014, and right now I'm the Deputy Program Director of our new undergraduate program, Marketing, Analytics, and Technology. So Robert just shared a lot of good things about, living in Hong Kong, studying at HKU. I would like to highlight three things that why the HKU Business School is the best for you. Well, first of all, we are the oldest university in Hong Kong, but at the same time, we are the youngest. And I will explain why later. But most importantly, we are the best for our students. Well, as many of you know, that HKU is the oldest university in Hong Kong. We were, this year is our 111-year birthday. Our business school is also one of the earliest in Hong Kong. We were founded in 2001, and this year is our 21, years old birthday. Well, being oldest, at Hong Kong means a few things. Well, first of all, being oldest means that we were the first one to choose locations at Hong Kong, which means that we are at the best locations in Hong Kong. In fact, HKU has multiple campuses in Hong Kong Island, including our main campus, our amenity campus, and our central campus. So having all those campuses in those locations means that we are very, very close to the business center at Hong Kong. So what does that mean for you, right? For our students? What it means that if you are interested in studying business, well, getting close to the real business is very important. So if you have internship, at those companies, studying at HKU means that you can literally, take the classes in the morning on campuses and then go into the internship in the afternoon. Just very easy, just steps away, and you are kind of embraced into this studying as well as internship environment. Well, being oldest also means that we have the biggest alumni network in Hong Kong and also all over the world. Now, in business, everybody knows that network matters, and it matters a lot. So if you are part of the big family of HKU, then I bet when you go outside, right, when you said, I'm from HKU, you well know someone, in that crowd, in any industry saying, hey, you know what, I'm also from HKU. So this alumni network extends, beyond business world. You will find, alumni in, sports, in, KOL, entertainment, technology, all those industries. You will find friends and our family members from HKU. Now, at the same time, being the oldest doesn't mean that we are dying. And in fact, we are also the youngest one in Hong Kong. Now, how come, right? Like we are the oldest as well as youngest? Well, because we are always growing. Now, we are developing a new campus which will be launched, on or before 2025. And this campus is very close to our main campus. And this, whole new building will be the new home for our business school. And you will see this beautiful teaching, classes, community activity rooms, as well as fitness, swimming pools, all in this wonderful building in this new campus. And I hope that when you are here at HKU, you will be able to enjoy this wonderful building. Well, on top of this new campus, this new fancy campus, we are the youngest because of you guys. So as Robert just mentioned, that our business school is home to over 3,000 undergraduate students and over 1,000 postgraduate students. And all of our students coming from different countries, different continents, as well as, from different backgrounds. Now, with all those talents in our business school, inspired everybody, inspired new ideas, inspired innovations. In the meantime, HKU has always been ranked, top all over the world, including our business school. We are #1 in Asia. We're #5 in the world. And we have the #1 MBA program in Asia. And we also have this #2 joint MBA program in the world. And the rank doesn't stop us, from progressing. So we are making lots and lots of new programs for all of you. And that is the reason why we are the HKU Business School is the best for you. Now, we have very diverse program with flexible curriculum. In addition to traditional, business administration, finance, accounting, these undergraduate programs, our business school launches new programs in order to be the leaders in the industry. And one of them is our program called Bachelor of Science in Marketing Analytics and Technology, the MAT program. Now, let me spend, 20 minutes talking about what is the MAT, Marketing Analytics and Technology. Now, a lot of students ask me, what is this marketing analytics, right? What is so different, from the traditional marketing? Now, for me, traditional marketing versus marketing analytics are just different, looking at this world from different lens. Now, the world will be very different if your angles are different, if your lens are different. Let me talk about the differences with a very simple example. Dating. Okay, I'm not sure how many of you have dating experience, but I'm sure after a few years, most of you will have one or few. Now, traditional marketing is just like when your parents or when your friends try to find a date for you. Now think about how your parents, how your mom would pick up a date for you. Well, your mom will think about her friends, right? Her friends' friends, her friends' kids, her friends' daughters and sons, and then thinking about, their income, their education, right? Their age, their hobbies, right? Their family background, and then collecting all those information and trying to find the best one for you. This is traditional marketing. Now thinking about how many friends your mom has, right? Probably 10, 20, right? So the data pool for your mom to choose is actually quite small. In terms of the information that your mom, collects from all this, candidates, the income, the occupation, family background, those information are also limited, right? Just like traditional marketing. Data points are limited, information is limited. So the decisions, after those limited data and the limited information, the decisions may not be good enough. Well, I'm sure that most of you have heard about online dating. And online dating is just like marketing analytics and technology. This is how you guys will date, right? Will pick up your dates. Think about how Tinder, pick up dates, recommend dates for you. Well, first of all, unlike your mom, who just pick up, the candidates from 10 or 20 of her friends, right? Tinder's users is over millions. And theoretically, those millions of users can be the candidates of your dates. So starting from the first place, Tinder has much larger data points. Now for each user on Tinder collects information including your name, your birthday, which means your age, your gender, your photos, that's very important, your location, as well as, your social network. Now, those information, if you compare the information that your mom collects from, her friend's daughter and her friend's son, the information Tinder collects are much, much more. Now, based on this big data set and this abundant information about the candidates, how does Tinder, come up with a recommendation? Now, unlike your mom, who use her own algorithm, your mom's algorithm is probably like, education is most important or income is most important. Those are your mom's priority. But how does Tinder comes up with, a list of candidates that you might get interested? Well, Tinder's algorithm is actually quite similar to the algorithm that the tennis game is using. Now, if you play tennis or if you play any kind of similar, game, you will know that if you are playing against someone who is supposed to be better than you, right? So you are supposed to lose because your opponent is better than you. But if you win, your ranking will increase a lot because you are beating, somebody who is better than you. Now, Tinder's algorithm is very similar to this. Now, Tinder's algorithm is called Elo score. Now, this Elo score has been used in chess game for a very long time. It was invented by a physicist who are also a chess master. Now, everybody on Tinder has a score, has this Elo score. The interesting thing is that your Elo score will be updated every time when your pictures is, swipe right or left. When more people saying yes to you, right? That means swipe right, your Elo score will go up. But how much more it will go up depends on who swiped you right. If the person who swiped you right is the person who have a better profile than you, then congratulations, your Elo score will go up a lot. So this is the basic algorithm that Tinder is using. Now, comparing with your mom's, how she pick up your date, right? Tinder has more data. Tinder has a better algorithm. So it's very likely that the ones recommended by Tinder will be a better candidate than what, who your mom picked for you. This is the difference between traditional marketing and marketing analytics and technology. Now, when we think about marketing analytics and technology, we think about three things: data, algorithm, and decisions. Now, big data are just like all those ingredients, in your refrigerator. Those ingredients could be vegetables, could be meat, could be spice, all of those things are what you have. But if you don't know any algorithm, those big data, those ingredients will remain to be ingredients. There's no dinner, there's no yummy dishes without any cooking skills. Now, only when you have those algorithms, like cooking skills, you can cook up the big data and making a yummy meal, which is a good decision. Okay, this is how we interpret, how we think about data and the algorithm. Now, the technology today, allows us to access, a lot of consumer data, what they buy, what TV shows they are watching, who they are talking with, who are their friends, what their friends like. And all those big data allows the companies to predict what you will like tomorrow, the next week, the coming month. That is why, this big data plus technology thing, are into every industry, including the traditional financial institutions like banks, traditional retailers, and the manufacturers. They are all using the data in their hands and using the algorithm, the technology to predict their consumers' preferences. Now, I'm sure that everybody heard about Netflix. Now, Netflix, everything on Netflix is a recommendation. Now, how does Netflix recommend a movie or a TV show to you? Well, this is similar to Tinder, right? Tinder is recommending a date. Netflix is recommending a TV show or movie. Well, similarly, Netflix is using lots of data from you. Netflix knows what shows you're watching, when are you watching those shows, where are you watching the shows, right? And how many stars do you give to the shows? And some of the shows you watch twice or 3 times, some of the shows you just quick watching in the middle, right? So based on all those behavior data from us, Netflix is using models to predict, which TV, which, movies should be appeared in your homepage as number 1, number 2, number 3. This is the ranking system that Netflix has been, working on for years. Spotify, right? Music. I'm sure everybody loves music. Now, if you use this Spotify service, this is a music streaming service. If you don't use Spotify, Apple Music is another example. Spotify also collects lots and lots of data from us. And in fact, by the end of every year, Spotify shares the data with you. Spotify tells you, what kind of music you like, how many seconds or minutes you have been spending on Spotify listening to the music. Who are your favorite, artists? What songs that you have been playing over and over again? All those data that Spotify has allows them to predict, to recommend songs to you. Now, if you have been using Spotify for a while, Spotify's algorithm analyze, the songs, the music that have been listening to, and then trying to see if there are any kind of new songs that's similar to what you have been listening to, and then recommending those songs to you. If you are new to Spotify, right? So Spotify doesn't have much data of you. Instead, in addition to asking for your preferences when you log in, Spotify also analyze the people who seem, to be similar to you. And they try to find out, those people who are similar to you, what kind of music they like. So this is exploration, algorithm that Spotify try to use, to predict a new user's preference. On the other side, the artists who want to upload their music on Spotify, where Spotify tried to use their own algorithm to find out who will be the next hit singer, right, hit artist on its platform. If Spotify can find this kind of, rising stars, Spotify would love to sign a contract with them. So how does Spotify find out? Well, they would analyze those new artists' song, right? The reasons, the lyrics, and then compare those songs and then lyrics with the songs that are popular on their platform. If they find new songs are similar to all those popular old songs, Spotify may find out who is the rising star. Now these are how Spotify use its big data set and cook up those big data set with their algorithm and then trying to predict consumers' preferences. Fashion industry. Now, fashion industry used to be the one, nobody knows what is the next trend, and it seems like what color, what style will be popular is decided by someone, we will only see from the movie. But now, because of the big data, because of the marketing analytics and technology, things are changing. Because now the fashion companies can collect all those data from our Instagram, our online social network. So for every pictures that we, post on Instagram, on Little Red Book, those fashion companies are tagging each element, like the colors we're wearing, the accessories that we're wearing, the bags that we're carrying, and then try to give tags on those elements. And then using all those big data plus the models, the algorithm, and to predict, which element, what color, what style might be popular, in the coming month. This has been democratized the fashion industry, right? So right now, what will be the next hit element in fashion might be in the hands of you and me. Now, marketing has changed a lot in the past few years. Companies like Netflix, like Amazon, Google, Alibaba, Tencent, big data and algorithm technology, has become a common language in those companies. Without big data, those companies cannot beat up their competitors. Even the traditional retailers like Mannings, Welcome, IKEA, and 7-Eleven, they realize that they have lots of valuable data, but the most important thing is how to use them to predict the market, to predict the consumers, and then to provide consumers with the best service and products. Now, as data becomes, everywhere, no wonder that, the salary for the people who can manage, data, who understand business, how to apply the data and the technology to business is rising. Now, even in today's tough economy situation, the pay rise over 17% if you know data analytics and algorithm and marketing. Now, this is the reason why, the HKU Business School is launching a new program, BSc in Marketing Analytics and Technology. Now, traditional marketing, has the talent who knows the marketing, but may not be familiar with the data set. But our program, the uniqueness of our program is that we are equipping our students with both the quantitative skills, right, the marketing analytics, the big data, the algorithm, with their business sense. So our program is a truly interdisciplinary program, which means if you are joining our program, you're going to learn the hard skills from computer science, from engineering. So you will know how to do programming. We'll walk you through, we'll teach you how to, handle the data, how to do the algorithm, how to help, apply those techniques into business. At the same time, you're going to learn the soft skills, right? Getting to know the business models, the business, basics from our business school. So this is a combination of the hard skills with the soft skills. So if you look at the design of our curriculum, you will take classes in different schools, in marketing, computer science, as well as engineering. Now, the courses that you are taking, of course, you will learn programming, you will learn business analytics, you will learn marketing research, marketing analytics, and you have plenty of opportunities to choose all those analytical as well as quantitative classes from our marketing department. And our curriculum in 4 years also allows you to learn on your own pace. This is why we're saying we are the best program for you. It allows you to choose your electives and the core course on your pace. And especially, as Robert mentioned before, if you're interested in going abroad, going to mainland China for exchange, enrich your learning experience in your 4 years, we have very flexible, arrangement for our students. We also have this dual degree options with many partners. So you will have, opportunities to study in different universities and then gain both degrees. Now, from the first day that you are at HKU, you would have access to our career center, which provides you the trainings, network for your future careers. Now, after 4 years in our school, or even starting from the first year, you will have abundant opportunities to work in the international firms in different industries. And at the end of your, last year, you will be able to launch your career at those famous, companies. Now, for our program, the MAT program, as we mentioned before, every industry needs talents, with the knowledge in business as well as in data science. So the doors are open everywhere. It's not just about, traditional banking, retailing industries who needs talents from business as well as, data science, but the new industry, the new booming industries like gaming, IT, or even music. All of those industries also need talents who understand data, who can use the data to predict, to serve their customers better. So if you are part of us, I'm sure that you will have a bright future and you will find your interest as well as a bright, career. Now, let me share some data with you before I finish. So HKU Business School has been the 15th consecutive year of full employment. And the good thing is, once you graduate from our business school, 64% of our students actually receive more than 2 job offers. So that means you not only have a job, you will have choices. And if you are interested in, going abroad for, further studies, HKU Business School is a very, well-known schools. So our students has been accepted in the top programs all over the world. So if you are interested in pursuing, a higher degree, HKU Business School will set a very good foundation for your future studies. So again, our HKU Business School are the oldest, is the youngest, and the best for you. And we are very looking forward to seeing all of you very soon at HKU Business School.